Rambo, the untold story of First Blood. Most people know Rambo as a one-man army, but did you know that while filming the original First Blood in 1982, a real-life criminal gang actually declared war on the production? In one of the most bizarre life-imitates-art moments in cinema history, a group of thieves broke into the film's equipment truck in British Columbia and stole over $50,000 worth of firearms. We aren't talking about plastic toys. They made off with M60 machine guns, M16 rifles, and AR-15s. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police had to be called in to protect the set. Welcome back. Today, we aren't just summarizing a movie, we're peeling back the layers on the film that birthed a global icon. From the apple that gave Rambo his name to the deleted scenes that would have changed the villain forever, this is the real First Blood. Origin, the apple and the band protagonist. Let's start with the name. You'd think Rambo was chosen to sound tough, like Gambo or Mambo. Nope, author David Morrell was struggling to name his character when his wife brought home a bag of Rambo apples. He bit into one, loved the taste, and realized the name was perfect. It sounded like Rimbaud, the French poet, and it stuck. But the Rambo we almost got on screen was very different. Before Stallone, the role was offered to Al Pacino. Pacino wanted Rambo to be even more insane, a literal madman who was completely unhinged. The producers said no. Hoffman turned it down because he thought it was too violent. When Stallone finally took the job for $2 million, he did something brave. He rewrote the script to make Rambo a victim. In the original book, Rambo kills dozens of police officers. Stallone knew that for the movie to work, Rambo had to have a no-kill rule. In the final film, only one person dies, and it's a total accident. This change is the only reason Rambo became a hero instead of a villain. The secret villain, the forgotten war. Let's talk about Sheriff Teasle. For years, fans have seen him as just a bad cop, but there is a deleted layer to his character that Stallone regrets cutting to this day. In a lost scene, it's revealed that Teasle was a decorated veteran of the Korean War. This completely changes the movie's psychology. Teasle didn't just hate Rambo because he was a drifter, he was jealous. Teasle felt like his generation of soldiers, the ones who fought in the forgotten war, never got the attention or the glamour that the Vietnam vets were getting. It was a battle of two different eras of trauma. Without that scene, Teasle looks like a bully. With it, the movie becomes a tragic clash between two broken men who both served their country. Stallone has stated in recent years that cutting that scene robbed the film of its emotional soul. BTS, broken bones and real screams. We've all heard about actors suffering for their art, but on the set of First Blood, it was a daily occurrence. The real nosebreak. During the jail escape, Stallone elbows a deputy in the face. Stallone actually hit the stuntman so hard he broke his nose. That scream of pain you hear that? That's 100% authentic. The cliff jump. When Rambo jumps into the trees, that's Stallone. He broke 3 ribs on the way down. If you watch the scene closely, you can see him grimace and reach for his side before the camera cuts. He finished the day's shoot despite the internal bleeding. The body wrap. Rambo's iconic tattered coat wasn't designed by a fashion expert. Stallone found a piece of rotten, oily canvas in the woods near the set. He cut a hole in it with his survival knife and wore it. It smelled terrible and was likely covered in old chemicals, but it became one of the most recognizable costumes in film history. Earnings and the international explosion. First Blood was a sleeper hit. It didn't have a massive marketing budget, but word of mouth was electric. The financial breakdown. The production budget was $15 million. The opening weekend was $6,642,005. The total global gross was $125,212,904. The ROI was approximately 830%. It was especially huge in India and Southeast Asia, where the one-man army trope began to influence local action cinema for the next 2 decades. Interestingly, the film is actually banned in Myanmar to this day because of the political themes in the later sequels, but it remains a black market favorite there among rebels. Awards and the Afghan mystery. Did First Blood win an Oscar? No. The Academy in 1982 wasn't ready to give a muscular action movie a statue. However, it won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Movie, proving it was the people's champion. But there is a strange mystery regarding its legacy. For years, an urban legend circulated that First Blood, or its sequel, was dedicated to the Mujahideen in Afghanistan. After 9/11, people claimed the producers changed the credits to say "to the gallant people of Afghanistan." While this mostly applies to Rambo 3, the politicization of Rambo began right here in the first film, as the character became a symbol for every disenfranchised soldier in the world. Conclusion: the legacy of the knife. Finally, we have to talk about the knife. Before First Blood, nobody cared about survival knives. Stallone personally hired Jimmy Lyle to create a blade that was a character of its own. It had to have saw teeth to cut through a downed aircraft and a compass in the cap. Today, that knife is in the Smithsonian Institution. It's not just a prop, it's a piece of American history. First Blood isn't just an action movie, it's a study of what happens when a country forgets its heroes. It's a movie about a man who was trained to ignore pain, but couldn't ignore the loneliness of coming home. I could drive a tank. I could hold a job washing cars. Those lines weren't in the original book. They were written by Stallone. And that is why we are still talking about John Rambo 45 years later. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the blood, sweat, and apples of First Blood. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know, who is your favorite 80s action hero? Quick stats for your video description. Rotten Tomatoes score, 86%. Directed by Ted Kotcheff.